At that point, Brady had to rush off. So I went to see my organic colleagues, clutching the bottle of 7-Up, and asked them what was happening. And they weren't quite sure. But the general feeling was it must be a reaction of alkali with something in here. I did a very quick literature search and I found one paper. It's a really old paper, but it said, it is well known that in alkaline solution, reducing sugars exhibit an instability in behavior which resembles in some important respects the changes accompanying the utilization of sugars by living cells. And then it goes on to say they are polymerized, which mean the molecules are joined together, and depolymerized. So what it suggests is that we have a really rather uncontrolled experiment with a lot of alkali and quite a lot of sugar. This is not a diet drink. And there's quite a complicated reaction going on. So what's happening is the lithium reacts with the water to make alkali. The fact that it's lithium must be unimportant because we get a similar effect with sodium hydroxide. So you can forget the lithium, except as Brady's joke. So what is happening that you have alkali, OH minus, which is reacting with sugars, where the sugar and the alkali are both in very concentrated solution. And when you have molecules in concentrated solution, you can get quite complicated reactions because you can form some sort of unstable compound which can then react back with the starting material, and you get a whole complex soup of different materials. Now, some of these materials may be really quite intensely coloured. So what we're seeing as the colour may actually be a very minor product of the reaction. And because the beaker was 5 centimetres thick, you don't need a very strong colour to be totally absorbing with that thickness of solution. So I have no idea what's going on in detail, but for a Friday afternoon, it was quite a fun experiment. And we're always interested to hear when people have ideas about what may be going on in our reactions. I suspect in the end, it will turn out to be some fairly well-known reaction that nobody's ever tried before in 7-Up, but is well documented for more controlled laboratory conditions. But it emphasizes yet again that whenever you do anything with chemicals, you can learn quite interesting things. The other thing that this paper said was that the species that you make, the different chemicals that you make when you add alkali, can react very easily with oxygen. And of course, in the experiments we didn't try and eliminate oxygen. We just poured them around in air, stirred it up so the air dissolved better. And so oxygen may also have played a part in these reactions.